Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode, we did a bunch of 4 SPGs here in Anchorville, including helping out the Bracers with some monsters and helping out a delivery service. And so, it's time to move on with the main story and finally get to some brand new area and the actual reason we're here in Anchorville. But first, we have one thing hanging over our heads, which is the next floor of the Grim Garden. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. We have already been in here before, so fortunately we actually won't have a lot of new things to cover, since the biggest thing is that we got all those new characters, but we can go ahead and just conquer the garden. Before we do that, let's go ahead and check out our lineup, see if this is still the team I want to be using. Here's the thing. Reen needs to be in here all the time because we need him to level up, along with Van. Crow is really good for his abilities. The problem is he's a little under-leveled, but I think that's still fine. Then these are our big players here. I really like Celis and Leon, but I think the biggest problem we're going to have with Celis and Leon is that they're not going to... Like, it's the same with Shizuna. Like, honestly, if I wanted to have my dream party, it would be... And look, it's going to look really bad, guys, and I know it's going to look really bad. This right here would be like my perfect party of these people. So you have Reen, Van and Reen, Kevin, Celis, Risha, Ren, Fee, and Shizuna. These are some of my favorite characters in the series. Van and Reen aren't really my favorites, but I'd still run them. But it's just like, it's not good enough, unfortunately. Like, you have to have support, and that comes from Crow. And while I don't actually think I need to run on Yes for this, the next question is like, if not on Yes, then who? And I think that's a really tough call to make here. Because Kevin and them are about to level up, I'm sure. Maybe if we do this, and then, again, I would love to use Shizuna or Risha for this. But maybe we run this squad right here. No, I have to run Risha. At least for part of it, because I need to get her some more S-Craft. So maybe we do this for the beginning, and then swap over before we fight the boss. I think I like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that.
Welcome.
We can check the workshop, see if there's any new equipment for everybody. We have something for Reen. We will, of course, give that to him. Now, Reen is in the same boat that Kevin was in that he will not, him and his squad will not be used for quite a while. So like Crow as well. So that's why they have new gear here. And Risha can get new gear as well. Basically, your characters that you won't be using for a while can get better stuff. And then Feather Cloak, looks like this is just all-around better gear, so let's go ahead and give that to the whole squad here, at least the main squad. We're going to run a little bit low on Mira, but we should still be fine. And then Feather Boots we can give to Reen, we can give to Crow, and we can give to Risha. And then everything else should be the same. Let's go ahead and quickly upgrade all that new gear as well. Reen's new weapon, Crow's new weapon, and Risha's new weapon. Perfect. Ooh, that's all using S+, or U material pluses. I didn't even notice that. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and exchange real quick, get our Mira back, and then we're probably in a good spot just like that. Nothing new here. You know what? Just because we should, let's go ahead and start opening up some slots for Ren. There we go. That should be perfect. And I kind of like where we're at right now. So, with that done, let's get into it, shall we? We can use the Thermae real quick just to fully heal, and then we'll head on in. So, that's fully healed. Now, this is going to be another one, kind of like 2 domains ago, where there's going to be Memento Orb 5 and 6, depending on who you run the missions with first. So, of course, that means we won't be going for an S rank just yet if we don't get it our first try. We will have to come back through with Kevin's team later in order to pick up the other Memento Orb anyways. So our only goal here is to actually beat it. Now, if we do get the chance, we'll be fighting any palms as well as getting any buff tiles. Because that is... Ooh, this is actually really good. We can get 2 palms right off the bat. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and hop into the first room, where we should be able to get our Memento Orb. We'll go ahead and fight our palms and get to the boss fight. And then we'll see how much we're able to get done this episode. Here we go. Slay 10 enemies in field battles, hit foes with quick arts, and hit foes with charge attacks. Let's do it. So, new enemies here. We want to, of course, use our quick arts whenever we can, as well as our charge attacks whenever we can. And, ooh, once it's in field battles, I should not have hopped into a command battle here. That's fine. One of the hardest things Risha's going to have a problem with is getting the kills in the command battle. I might actually need to swap to Reen, or it'll just be really long. And we actually don't even need to get everything done in a... Ooh, you know what? It's actually a good point. I have to kill enemies in field battles regardless because I need to... oh my gosh. I need to get that achievement done. But I think these big guys are just going to hop straight into this because this is a brutal fight here. The tough enemies. Ideally, your best team, I believe, that you can run in the Grim Garten is a team made up entirely of the people with awakenings. So you have your 3 main guys, you have the other 2 Dominions, Sus and Leon. You have... does Ren have one? I don't remember. But essentially, you would run all characters that have awakenings, so that way you can basically, no matter who you're using, always be using an awakening. Then if you get thrown into a fight, you will also still have your awakening on. And I believe that's who we'll end up using. That's kind of the team we'll end up using in our final squad, is like all awakening people just to do the maximum amount of damage. And honestly, most of the characters with awakenings are some of my favorite characters anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Shizuna has an awakening, which will be fun. And so on, so that'll be pretty cool. Now, these enemies, I actually can't show it off in field battle because it doesn't work that way, but there are 2 different kinds of mirrors here, and you want to be careful of them. One mirror, and these are staple enemies in the series. I can't remember if they were in Daybreak or not, but essentially one type of mirror will reflect physical attacks, not just block it. It will reflect physical attacks. The other one will reflect magical attacks.
Good work.
So you just want to make sure you're using the right attacks on the right characters. We'll go ahead and let's try to get rid of these guys pretty quick here. Use our ZOC. Ooh, might not get it in time. I'm actually a little worried about Risha's HP right now. So let's hope we can just brute force our way through here. There we go. Good stuff. We get the stun. Hop into the fight. And then we'll open with this. I wish Risha had an awakening. She definitely should. I wish it was like Risha then going into Yin. I know it's the same character. I know they have the same skills, and it's not really a boost. But really just the awakenings are anybody that have boosted versions of themselves. Crow definitely should. Crow should for sure have an awakening. Like, he never used it, but the fact that he had a Divine Knight, he should have it. There is Memento Orb 5 for us. Ooh, palm enemies. What are you guys doing here? We'll go ahead and fight them real quick. And then, same thing. Ooh, you saw right there, that is the Speculo. You can see, holy, that hurt really bad. You can see this is one of those enemies that reflects physical attacks. I didn't realize we actually got into a fight with one, or I would not have done that. Holy. The only way we can damage them, well, there's 2 ways you can damage them. You can get rid of buffs, and if you're able to get rid of the buffs, then you will be fine. You cannot get rid of the buffs. The only way to damage them is through magical attacks. So, Risha might die here. Risha's... No, we're fine. Oh, boy. I can't place you, though. Nope, she leveled up. Never mind. I can still place her. But yeah, that was the one that reflects physical attacks. I actually need to check my enemy bestiary here because I need to see if we killed the other one. Because one of them is... I think the difference is they're silver versus gold. But I don't know if we've already killed the silver one. So let's go quickly check. We can go to battle. Grim Garten. 6th domain. Okay, we got both Speculos already killed. Perfect. We have the Raven Trickster. We have the Sancta Rebellion and the Goliath Lug. Okay, great. That is all of them then. I didn't realize we had I knew we killed the other things. I didn't know we had killed both of the reflection guys. I'm actually really glad they can't reflect during field battles, or that would make field battles incredibly difficult. Now, one thing I'm a little worried about, what happens if I kill all the enemies and have not finished the field battle achievement? I don't know. Let's just go into ZOC. These are guys that are weak to physical anyways, so... and then this should be the last one we have to go through. Assuming we kill all of them in a field battle. This enemy's annoying. Let's see here. We just do that. We use an Argent Thorn. It can be close. We'll get rid of one of those birds. This one's stunned. But then, of course, we dragged the mirrors into the fight, too. There we go. All right, that is all the field battle foes defeated. So we'll just go ahead and leave out of here now because we don't really need to worry about anything else. We'll try to get rid of these guys just because we're already in a fight with them. And we get the stun anyways, so we'll do that. Problem, once again, is this reflects physical, so we should do this. Oh, well, that sucks. Yep, I didn't realize I was targeting the other one. Well, this is a little annoying. Let's get a boost and hope for the best. There we go. All right, now we'll just click A. And I want to get that boost recharged. I think I'll have another chance. I think there's at least one more door, but we also have the palms we're going to be fighting, so... Well, not if I use my boost like that. I won't get it done easy. There we go. That is all the enemies we need to fight here. Risha's up to 40, which is nice. The enemies here only go up to 40, so she's caught up. I want to quickly check. Did everyone else get caught up as well? No, they're close, though. We can get an Onyx Steel. Onyx... Wow. Didn't think we'd get him early. Onyx Steel is used for characters' ultimate weapons. There are 24 playable characters in the game that you can just use freely. There's 24 ultimate weapons. Essentially, that just means there's 24 characters in the final dungeon, as well as the final Grim Garten, because as you can see, we are still missing Yorda. So... all that means is we'll be able to get 3 ultimate weapons right off the bat. Ideally, you want to try to get at least 8, so that way your whole team can have some. But we'll see if we get all that done. See, can I one-shot these guys? Yes, I can. Perfect. That's a level up.
No big deal. Where to now?
And then the next grouping of palms. Risha can probably do the exact same thing again, just so we can guarantee get the MVP on her. I know it sucks a little bit because she won't have enough CP for the final boss, but... That's fine. We're going to swap her out anyways for Ren. Good stuff. I actually think Risha can be an evasion tank. I think. Because she can go invis as well. I think she can be. All right, slay 3 powerful foes. Easy enough. Let's do it. Hey, get back here. Also, the amount of enemies I fought just right here as Risha, Jesus. Should give me enough to get her MVP guaranteed. Holy, I'm not doing good dodging those attacks. We don't want to use our boost. We want to keep recharging that, so... We'll just go basically to the end here and then use an S-Break, probably. Let's see how much this guy does. Give himself insight. That's annoying. It's really annoying. Honestly, I should just use Crow. Fought a basic enemy and used Crow. There we go. But, there we go. That's that one. I do not want to fight these mirrors at the same time that I'm fighting this thing, but I might have to. Yeah, they're getting pulled into this fight. Let's see if we can deal with these before we get thrown into the actual fight here. Is that a yes? I think so. Okay, and then we have the stun on this guy. Perfect. S-boost with Reen. And then one more tough enemy. We'll just fight this one, do the same thing. Get rid of this mirror before we fight the big guy. Oh, thought I had ZOC active. Whoopsies. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We're getting really low on HP on Risha, and I don't want to swap because I want to make sure she gets MVP. Okay, there we go. And then just a single S-boost should... Ooh, no, wow. I thought that EX chain was going to get rid of it. He'll die to fire, though, here. Perfect. I know I usually skip all this, totally forgot. Either way, let's go ahead and run to the end here. And just hope Risha doesn't get into any more fights here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. And then we'll make sure to swap Ren in right before the final fight. Here we go. Honestly, Risha would be fine if she had CP. But I didn't bring any CP. She's fully out of CP now. Alright, walk up here. Walk up to the boss. And let's do it. Win without anyone being KO'd and do over 20,000 damage. there honestly should be zero issues. You don't do more than 20,000 damage. I'm pretty sure the boss itself has more than 20,000 damage. But let's go ahead and swap you out, Risha. Get Ren in here. Perfect. And let's do it. Make sure to recover. Make sure to throw a save down, just in case we have too much trouble. Let's do it. See who awaits us ahead. Looks like it's just her again, Ulrika.
Oh, there they are. Hey, over here!
Well, there goes the tension. Ulrika, was it?
What's good on your roll? Congrats on getting this far. Oh, and shout out to Burrito Chip, Alt Tab to Wifey, Laptop, and Nanapalooza too.
Burrito Chip? Alt Tab? Is that meant to refer to me? Did you riff off my own nickname on purpose, or are we just on the same wavelength? Laptop. I'm not too taken with that. But your name, Ulrika, gets you 94 points on the cuteness scale. That's insanely high. Wait, why am I the only adult lumped in with the teenagers? Seems about right to me. Hey, focus up. Isn't this one of those snakes with the fancy letter numbers? Enforcer number, what is that? 18? Enforcer number 18. I've seen talk of her here and there on the Orbital Net recently. Oh, seems this girl's got a pretty unique quality to her voice. And I don't just mean the way it sounds.
Bruh, hold up. Tell me why I'm just finding out about this. The baby-faced sister with the savage bad bitch energy and the icy fresh holy knight who spits shade with a smile. Two absolute legends. And the fact you come as a prepackaged set? Hashtag blessed. It's the unspoken bond of understanding for me.
Oh, bond of understanding, she says. There's a shock. Only impression I got from him back in the day was fight after fight with a side of bickering. Hey, we're not as aggro or buddy-buddy as you're playing it out to be. Me and him are only together on this by chance. By chance. This hashtag blessed business has me befuddled, but responding to one of her kind is likely a waste of breath.
Aw, preach, my guy. You can slice me up with that frosty sharp tongue any day. But then we've got the real MVP. The Silver Princess. Long have I heard tell of thy cloutful personage. To make thine acquaintances like the most epic of honors.
Nay, nay, 'tis not so venerable. Pray, dispense with the formalities. When did this turn into a period piece? You know her. She'll just roll with whatever you throw without missing a beat. Did you two seriously learn under the same master? That's something I'd like to ask myself. I think they call this matching each other's freak, but back to business, isn't it your job to protect this domain?
Whoops! Meeting the best boy and girls in my dreams got me acting unwise. Now that you're here, though, I can't pass up a chance to have my goddess tier faves flex their stuff. That's your cue, queen. Say hello to hyped up, blinged out Concertina!
Oh, that looks cool. I wasn't sure what to expect just based on the name. It's a vulpine cryptid, or spirit beast, rather. A female one, presumably, though that's far from the issue at hand. Yoko Magatsumamo. Could this be the spiritual data that Professor mentioned keeping in reserve last time? It's probably a top pick from the database compiled by the 13 factories. Yes, this is the paranormal being that wants to file to Capital City of the East. Doesn't seem to be the nine-tailed type. Still, its aura is anything but ordinary.
Oh, she is literally giving gatekeep girl boss. And I'll be vibing things up from the sidelines, too. Don't think of it as just role-playing. Let's wild out and feel each other's hustle.
Huh. No skin off our backs. You want to jam that bad? Then get ready to rock. Tamam, we strike as one in fierce harmony. Time to make some music to die for. I gotta know who Ulrika's voice actor is. Like, when she read this script, was the voice actor like, oh yeah, this is awesome? Or are they like, we're seriously doing this? This isn't a joke? I just gotta know. Well, here we go. Oh, my Boros, Ouroboros, Ouroboros. We actually don't have to beat this in a certain amount of time, which means we could have a little bit more fun, huh? Let's go ahead and bear the nightmare. You might get, oh my god, I thought my game crashed. It froze completely. Re will be down, limited blaster, howling, and rapid onslaught. We gotta go defensive here because we do not want to, don't want any of our characters to die, but what's really nice is we actually, ooh, this is tough. I'm actually just gonna do this first. Enlightened Spirit Unification. And let's get in there. Their attack and defense is dropped for 1 turn, which is nice. Then we can Shield Surge here. Good stuff. Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. But we will go ahead and Azure Resonance. So that way, here on Ren's turn, we can go ahead and Shield Surge again. We'll just prioritize that over getting the S boost. And then I actually want to do an Ashen Slash here. Do a good amount of damage to the boss. And then Ren can do... We don't really have anything super strong, so Ren will just do a normal attack here. Insight and regen's brutal.
Let's stay on the offensive.
We can drain it if we get Reen's ult back up. Ooh, that is tough. I see how this is going to be working. Yeah, it's going to decrease our physical damage every time. So as long as we get it back up before we do any physical damage, we're in a good spot. Let's do a normal attack here. That's fine. And then we will Shield Surge. And then I think we want to go Grand Rend. And then that gets rid of his Insight, but now he's healing, so we want to be a little careful again. We can't Regal beat down, unfortunately. We'll just do this, because we only got 1 more turn of Grendel anyway, so I want to make sure we can activate Grendel immediately. That's fine, we resist it. Should have gone for literally anybody but Grendel, because I think that was trying to confuse us. Ooh, Reen's not in a good spot. He lost his Enlightened Spirit Unification. We'll double attack again, combo with Grendel. And then...
Let's stay on the offensive.
We can Shield Surge. The problem is Orcas are going to immediately use this in the fields, but that's fine. We Shield Surge again. We have an EX chain up with Grendel, so we're going to do huge damage here. That's fine. We use Reen's ult there. Perfect. And then we just Azure Resonance. At least 1 more Azure Resonance will be fine. That's fine. Give himself Insight. So here's the problem. I don't think we use anything because I'm pretty sure Ulrika is just going to... Yeah, I think we just do this. Because Ulrika is going to just get rid of our buff here anyways. Yeah. Oh, huge cover too. That is insane. Let's get a Shield Surge up. And then... Ooh, sucks a little bit because I'm not going to be able to get my Enlightened Spirit up again. That's fine, we'll do a normal attack. And then... Ren can double attack here. We'll just ZOC. A little bit more damage on the field. Insane. And then... We'll do it again. We'll do a normal attack first. And then we can Azure Resonance, getting our boost gauge refilled. Amazing plays there. I probably should have. Yeah, he just got buffed. I think I actually have to use Ashen Slasher because this gets rid of buffs, I believe. Yes, it does. It kind of sucks. I didn't really want to use it. But we didn't have a huge choice. Same thing. I'm pretty sure she's just going to get rid of my my buff here, so yep. That's fine. Gives himself regen and Insight. We can just... Ooh, can't Azure Resonance just yet. Little Shield Surge to get rid of that. Normal attack. We're a little low on CP now just across the board, which I'm a little bit concerned about, but let's see if we can get the breaks. Probably want to hold off on using any more.
On your cue.
Ooh, that's bad. Crow just got hypnotized.
Let's stay on the offensive.
Go all in on him.
It's Grand Rend.
On your cue.
And then
Let's stay on the offensive.
Go all in on him.
I shouldn't have done it. Dang it. I was hoping we were going to be in a good spot. I get my... I don't think I can waste my Enlighten Unification, because if she buffs the boss, I have to be able to cancel that. That's fine. Okay, here we go. Enlighten Spirit Unification now. And then
Stay on guard.
normal attack. That's fine. That's fine. We're still okay. We're still okay.
Attack their weakness with an art.
Shield Surge.
My thanks.
Do I have anything that can... No, I think I just got to get rid of this. What do I have here? It's all revive, cures, paralysis, or... Oh, he has the other thing. We're just going to Curia Balm,
Let's stay on the
and let's hit Crow with that.
Thanks. Right on time.
Get him out of that state. This is what really sucks, is our paralysis on Green right now.
Go at it full force.
Because he can't get any CP from this either, which really sucks.
Push it to the limit. Go at it full force.
Trying to figure out how to get through this. I think we just
Go at it full
Curia Balm again, hitting Green,
Crow.
and then Crow. This is just to get some heals back, and then we, as your resonance. Hey, well, good thing I did that. I need Rain to Ashen Slash now. Ooh, and then
Let's stay on the offensive.
yeah, the Nightmare, and here we go. We go crazy now. Regal beat down.
Push it to the limit.
Let's stay on the
That sucks. I want to... Am I within range here? Yes, I am. Perfect. This might be enough. It's just short.
Hate to see it.
That's fine. Grendel tanks that. Shield Surge.
My thanks.
We combo with Grendel.
Crow.
Grand Rend. There we go. That's the boss. So without anybody dying, and we for sure did over 20,000 damage.
Like and subscribe.
Nice. Moving on up.
Only level up for Van.
Dang, y'all gotta be mad strong to body contra Rita. Like the way my jaw dropped, I swear. Stay locked in like that, and you might actually have a 1 in a mil chance of getting on Simulator's level.
Wait, what? No. Seven the Imaginator. We haven't faced off against him directly so far. Oh, that just means he hasn't flipped his serious switch on yet, right? Huh. That SOB's going to get it the next time he shows.
Speaking of SOBs, by the way, can we just appreciate how the text box still shorthands for me even when I say the whole words out? If you know, you know.
Did she just break the fourth wall? What's she going on about? Did that make sense to anyone else? And so the fourth wall trembles. That's okay. I actually think I've seen people complain about this. I think that's so funny.
Well,
But everyone complains about everything now.
Positive energy we manifested will make for some good streaming material. Might have to skip out next time, so you better not flop before my comeback, besties.
The title of this video has to be The Fourth Wall Trembles.
Vanquished. Grim Garden, 6th domain. Liberation secured.
And so, that's all those completed as well. And it's an A rank. We will need to come back in here once again with Kevin's team, so I'm not too worried about it.
Effort.
But Risha does get her skill stones. Fantastic. And on Kevin's team, we'll go ahead and run through it one more time to get our S rank. But for now, we'll be done with the 6th domain. We do have 2 more things we want to do here. Besides watching our Memento Orb. There's not a side quest this time around, but we'll go ahead and get Risha's stones. There is a new fishing spot. Should be right. Not that one. Should be right here, I believe. Yes, it is. You can see we have a brand new big catch we can get. So make sure we save our game. I do need to make sure I buy some more fishing supplies here soon. We can catch this with regular fishing bait. It's our best shot. So let's do it. We're looking for the glutton shark. There it is. Only a B rank, though. No. That took me so long to even get one to be caught. Oh, that sucks. I could tell it was immediately. Because on speed up mode, like this could be another one. I won't even stop rolling because I know it's either this or like another one I haven't seen yet. But it's because of how fast the wheel moves is based off difficulty. There we go. There's our A rank. So I knew as soon as we had speed up mode on and it was that quick that it was the new fish. There we go. That is our fishing completed. Now, let's go ahead and make a quick stop inside of the workshop once again. We'll use the Thermae once more. I'm pretty sure this takes me out of it, though, doesn't it? Just skip all.
That's better.
Because we do have a new challenge fight to do. So let's go ahead and head to the Grim Arena. Is there any new fishing simulators? Nope. We'll go ahead and go to the challenge battle. We have Dishonest Ladies here in challenge battle number 4. Let's hop straight into it. And here we go. This is just Grimcat combined with some Demi-Grandol Bellets, or, sorry, this is not the real Grimcat. It is a Grimcat. Wow. She really countered me. Do the same thing again. And then we will Azure Resonance. And then get Reen in there with a inline Spirit Unification. Followed by a regular attack first. And then a Ashen Slash on all the enemies. Gets rid of everything but actually, I think there's one left. But good counter. And then we can Bear the Nightmare. Double Boost. And Regal Beatdown. Limited Blaster. Howling Roar. And Rapid Onslaught. This might just straight up kill. Not quite. Very close, though. I will do another attack. And then another Ashen Slash. And then... can't quite do that, so we'll just Azure Resonance. And then... It's just attack normally. And we get a stun. And EX Chain. We'll finish it off. Challenge battles are not difficult, especially if you were able to beat the boss with all the objectives. We do get a bonus SP there.
Welcome.
And for clearing it, we get the Divine Phoenix. New Arts Driver. And the last thing we have here in the Grim Garten this time around is to check out our new Memento Orb, number 5, the Moonlight Horse's Final Curtain.
Well, this is probably it for us. The Bernard brothers, Gold Lion Luago, and old Shadow Hunter have all been taken out. Huh. Wonder what these guys' deal is. The Pyromaniac and the young swordsman are seriously bad news.
The armored woman is rather impressive as well. Though I find that bob-haired boy who goes around taunting everyone quite insufferable.
There's no way that's Lucretia, or that's not Lucretia's voice actor.
Kruger, you took a direct hit from one of his attacks earlier. Are you all right?
I'll be fine.
That's
The
cool.
tendon is still intact.
That's Sharon Kruger, another member of the Ouroboros, but just like some of our other characters, she ended up leaving Ouroboros back in Trails of Cold Steel. Really good character, one of my favorite Ouroboros members.
More importantly, it is only a matter of time before they arrive.
And that is her voice actor.
It is highly likely our end is near. Should we not at least come up with a plan to take them down with us?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I've long been prepared for the end, given the trade we're involved with. Come to think of it, though, this is a good opportunity for you. Why not take advantage of this whole mess and leave this life behind?
I wonder if the voice actor for Lucretia is just doing a younger version of her.
You don't have any need for loyalty to an organization that only calls you by an alias, refusing to even give you a name.
I think this was like 17 years ago.
The Severing Eclipse, yeah? I'm told it's meant to evoke the idea of a messenger of death or something like that. Bosses were always stubborn, so caught up on these dumb generational titles, they didn't realize what a pain it is to leave someone nameless.
I've never considered it an inconvenience myself. But that aside, what happened to the Masters? If they took command of the remaining members, we might have a chance.
That may very well be true. Perhaps they've simply given up at this point. It's rather disappointing that the three most elite members of a famous clan of assassins have done next to nothing this whole time.
Oh, them? They turned tail and ran.
What?
Yes, earlier this morning, right after they told me to hang back and fight till every last one of us was dead. Though right about now, I'm willing to bet all three of them are on their way to meet the goddess.
Elroy, did you?
Guilty. I had a fresh new batch of poison whipped up, and it seemed like the perfect occasion to give it a try. I went and laced some of their favorite things with just enough so as not to draw any attention. A neurotoxin, harmless to anyone else who touches it. But when it comes into contact with oil from the target's skin, it slowly vaporizes. And by the time you realize something's wrong with your central nervous system, it's already too late to stop the imminent respiratory failure.
What have you done?
Oh, you're as awful as ever, aren't you? Come to think of it, I suppose that would make you the highest ranking member the Order has left, no? Now it all makes sense.
That's right. As its new leader, I've decided the Order of the Moonlight Horse will surrender completely to Ouroboros. They may be newcomers, only 10 or so years under their belt, but how long an organization's been around isn't always a good measure of its merit. That said, we'll only surrender after we've stuck it out long enough to make it clear just how much we're worth. We do that, and it makes sense for them to give us special treatment afterward.
Are you really so sure it'll go so smoothly? Still, why not? I'll see where this takes me.
Time to decide, Kruger. You can either try and get revenge for your fallen masters, or you can set all that aside and follow my lead. Maybe one day you'll actually be able to make your own decisions, but for now I'll give you a break and whittle it down to the 2 options.
Oh dear. Yet another unreasonable choice, is it?
What you guys up to? You sure seem like you're having fun.
Is that,
Not now, Mel. I told you
Oh.
to stay out of this, didn't I?
There are a lot of dangerous people on the way, so be a good boy and go play with the other children.
Aw, come on. How come you guys get to have all the fun, huh? I'm pretty good with a knife, you know. Kruger's even complimented me on it before, haven't you?
That was...
I went and put out Uncle Elroy's new poison for him, and I know how to use Red Cease distractions, too. See? I can help, right?
Oh dear. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to give in to all your pleading after all.
Oh, what the hell. Sure, come along with us. I'll even overlook the fact you snuck into my lab. Right then, what do you all say we go get everyone together and have ourselves some fun? One last curtain call for the Order of the Moonlight Horse, our beloved piece of shit home.
that was a really cool memento. I was not expecting Sharon Kruger. She is a very involved character with characters like Reen. But I just genuinely didn't expect her to be in this game at all, even as a reference like that. Melchior is actually the only one who did not join the Society of Ouroboros. Melchior was a bad guy from Trails Through Daybreak 1. He was like your... honestly, he's not your central antagonist, but he was the underling who was there all the time. So while not technically the central antagonist, he was a very big part of it. But yeah, that's the Grim Garden for this episode. We will, of course, be coming back with Kevin's route. But for now, we only have a few more things we can do before we want to wind down the episode to save the final dungeon for the last. So first we'll do our Connect events. We have both Agnes's and Ren's. Agnes is going to be really awkward, but let's go ahead and get it done with, huh? Welcome, everyone. We're glad you could come from Erlace to visit. Agnes and it's Grampy Van. Hi, Grampy Van. Have you been well? Yeah, Grampy's doing just fine. Looks like nothing's changed with you, kiddos. It's been a minute, Fiona. Flona? Flona. You're right. I believe I haven't seen you since last year in Erasion. Come now, Jean. Say hello. Hi, Grampy. Hi, Agnes. You're going to be showing us around Anchorville today, right? You better make it fun. No worries. I got you, kids. Didn't you tell us that today's Jean's last day? Yes, the paperwork is finished. After this, I'll be taking Jean to his new parents in the capital. This may be the last time he gets to play with his friends from the orphanage. You know, I looked into what happened beneath the surface of the old capital last year. You and the others put your lives on the line to save us. And I realized putting the children on the airship was a part of that. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you. I wanted you to at least be able to see the kids before Jean leaves. I know you must be extremely busy, but... Please, first, we only did what we had to back then. And second, we'd be delighted to help the children make some great memories. Alright, kiddos, let's head out. Try to stick together and not get lost, okay? We know, Grampy. I'm so excited, Grampy. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're just saying it to annoy me. Let's go. Okay. And so Agnes and Van's humble tour of Anchorville began. The cityscape, a combination of modern and traditional, was so different from Erasion that it caught the children's attention. They enjoyed the scenic view of the river running through the city from atop the bridge, and toured locations that inspired the famous novel Sunshine on Yes. Additionally, Van took charge of guiding them to all the food stands. And for the grand finale, he took them to La Nuit de Chat Noir to enjoy its famous tiramisu. And then... Wow, that tiramisu was so good! Right? It was at least as good as the birthday cake Miss Flona baked me. We even got to see the news agency from Sunshine on Yes. Wait a second, you have the same name as the girl from the book. That's right. That's one of the reasons I love that story so much. Oh, and by the way, my mother's name was Sophie. Really? Wow, that makes me so happy. I'm glad everyone is having a good time. Kinda ran the tour by ear, so I'm glad it worked out. Even finished before the train's departure time. Yes, it's about time we head to the station, actually. Really? Thank you so much, you two. I'm certain the children made some happy memories. Miss Flona? Jean's gone. He's what? Hey, where's Jean? He was just here a second ago. Oh no. Jean, you big dummy, you're finally getting a new mommy and daddy. You can't disappear on our last day together. Jean. Van. Yeah, you couldn't have gone far. Flona, wait here. Please find him, Van. Using everything they'd learned on the job, Van and Agnes did their best to track down Jean. It wasn't long before they found him. Thank God. I was like, there's no way they don't find a kid. We've tracked down monsters. Jean, thank goodness you're okay. Just use your shard search and track his footprints. I'm sorry I disappeared like that. Everybody must have been real mad. Sophie was, that's for sure. But everyone's also really worried. Sophie included. Something tells me this isn't because you hate your new parents. I already met them a few times, and they're really nice people. And I know that if they become my parents for real, I'll definitely be happy. But you're wondering if it's really okay for you to leave your other family, like Miss Flona, behind. After all, she did raise you. On top of that, you're worried that these feelings might be disrespectful to your new parents. Am I right? How did you know? Just a hunch I got. You know, back when I was at the orphanage, I was like an older brother to everyone. Honestly, though, I was kind of a brat. Not like you. I think I was just lonely, looking back on it. Plenty of people were in my family in those days, but they kept leaving me behind. It hurt, and I even got into fights because of it. I was starting to stand out, and not in a good way. Even still, Director Arkwright continued to give me a place I could call home. Oh. So Van's last name isn't Arkwright, it's just the name of the guy who ran the orphanage. I didn't know that. Of course you can stay. This is your home and your family. But one day you'll find the place where you truly belong, and when you do, you have to move forward without looking back. I know I'll be sad when that day comes. However, wherever you end up, remember that you'll always be one of my beloved children. Wherever I end up. It was because of what he said that I was able to start to open up to others. And now, I've got the kinds of friends I could never hope to replace. Director Arkwright might be gone, but my connection to the orphanage remains. Heck, these days I've started to think I like my new home and who I am. Van. Remember, Jean, it's okay to find happiness. I'm sure your family wants that for you too, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Jean! Jeez, what have you been doing? Why didn't we have any more time to play? Train's leaving soon. I want to see the capital with you too. Guys. I want my new parents to know all about my family at the orphanage. Sounds good to me. Make sure to introduce them. I feel bad for Miss Flona and the children. It'll be difficult for them. Yeah, but this ain't goodbye forever. These days, there are all sorts of ways to stay in touch. Especially compared to when I was a kid. You know, I'd already heard about some of your childhood memories with Elaine and Kincaid. But it was nice to hear about your father for a change. Why'd I have to go running my mouth? Let's just say, finally worked through my own feelings. All that stuff that happened after leaving the orphanage, I mean? Oh. Apparently I was dumped in front of the orphanage, not long after I was born. The letter that came with me opened with, "This child is a devil, we can't raise him." After that was just a bunch of empty apologies. Director Arkwright took me in without hesitation anyway. Yet I never... Once I was saved from the cult, Master used his connections so that the orphanage would know that I was okay. And yet, I never went back. I couldn't go back. How could I? He betrayed me, I had thought. He had sold me off. Even if I had just been a moment, I had doubted that kind, generous man. How could I go back and face him like that? And then, when I was still training to be a Spriggan, I read an obituary in the local paper. The director had passed away. I looked into what had happened later when I was in Oracion for work. Turns out that he never stopped looking for me after I went missing. Even while he was running the orphanage, he would reach out to his contacts and travel everywhere, all in the hopes of finding me. It was around the time that he found out I was okay that all the stress finally caught up to him and made him sick. Can't say I know how, but he seemed to understand my hesitation and resisted the urge to reach out to me himself. From what I heard, he spent his last breath praying that I had found a new home for myself. A new home. Way back when, Director Arkwright said something to me. Van, you are not a devil. Many people in this world feel as though they don't have a place where they belong. But you are someone who knows what real pain is. That means that you are better equipped to be there for the people who need you. And I believe that is what will help you find a place you can call home. He said that, huh? Don't tell me, is that how you came to start answering 4SPGs? Who can say? To be honest, I'd forgotten he'd said all that. I never did pay him back for the things he did for me. Even now, I wish I would have been there for his final moments. Van. Hey, it's all in the past now. It ain't my style to brood over something like this. Still, that kid can learn to love his new family, and I guess this whole ordeal might have been worth it. I agree, and I think you did get through to him. Especially because you've come to the same realization yourself. And just like you told Jean, it's okay for you to find happiness. And that there are people who want you too.
So please, Van. Please, don't regret thinking back on the people you care about. Your father wanted you to be happy. Wanted you to find a place where you belong. Wanted you to smile. That's all. And I'm sure he and the goddess are smiling right now as well. As they watch over you.
Yes.
But what do I know, right? I'm just some girl who only now learned about all of this. But I do get it, Van. After all, I feel the same way as your father, just as much as Director Arkwright. No. Maybe even more. I want you to find happiness.
Oh, and yes, you're too close.
I swear, you really are something else. But I guess that goes for me too, huh? You guys, and you in particular, have been doing your damnedest to make sure I realize it. Makes me look pretty pathetic, huh?
I think that's just part of what makes you, you. You've brought so many of us into your circle, and helped us to take a step forward. I'll always be glad I met you, from the bottom of my heart.
That goes for the both of us. Man, what did I do to deserve friends like you?
Well, not to steal your words, but that goes for the both of us. You better prepare yourself, though, because I'm just going to keep on growing. And then one day you'll say, "Damn, there ain't many women like her." And you'll sit around moping over the one that got away. I bet then you'll realize just what you've been missing out on.
And yes, you're a child.
Well, I'll look forward to that day.
After that, the two spent the remaining time together and went back to work. And we have one more connection event we can view, and we might as well end off the episode on that because we do not have enough time to head to our next destination. So, instead, let's go ahead and view Interviewing a Genius with Ren Bright. I don't remember what her last name was before it was Bright. I don't know if she had one.
I'm Edwin with Eaton News. So, you must be Kitty, Ren Bright. Thank you for agreeing to be a guest on my radio show.
Well, I just happen to have business in town, so I figured I might as well stop by while I'm here. I've actually listened to your show On the Banks of the Mercule before. It's an honor to be invited by such a famous host. Ha! It's just a small late-night radio show, but I appreciate you saying so. And, the young man with you is... Consider me her acting guardian. Seeing as you contacted her once you figured out she's the net famous Kitty, I was curious about just what kind of questions you wanted to ask. Oh, I apologize if I put you on edge. My whole show is simply about getting to know the surprising people who are the talk of the town. I don't intend to reveal her real name, nor am I here for some sort of gotcha journalism, so you don't have to worry. I'll be honest though, it'd be a stretch to think of her as some regular high school girl. I've looked into the information she shared with me in her brief correspondence. About the striking student who came abroad from neighboring Liberal. Rumor has it you've been discreetly involved with several of last year's events. You can imagine my shock when I dug a little deeper. Turns out you share the same name as the mysterious genius who published several doctoral theses that took that academy world by storm. Even if I wasn't hosting a radio show, my reporter's instincts would fill me with questions. Striking? Genius? It's a little embarrassing having such things said directly to my face. You're weirdly on board with all of this. Shouldn't you be trying to avoid standing out? Well, I've already been making a name for myself in the underworld, so... Besides, I've been listening to his show for a while, and I've always thought it'd be fun to be a guest. Don't worry, I won't divulge anything I shouldn't. Sure, but... If you're that worried, why not watch as we record? It's not a live broadcast, so if there's anything you don't want getting out, I can simply cut it. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I have a feeling I'd like to ask everyone's favorite Spriggan a few questions too. Knows who I am, huh? He's one sharp reporter. Why does it seem like he's trying to feel me out? Sorry, but I'm not taking questions. Happy to sit and watch, though. You can be so overprotective sometimes. Not that I really mind. In that case, come on in. We can get started right away. And so Ren entered the studio, and after receiving a brief explanation of how things would work, the recording began. Ben watched on through the studio's window. Sorry to keep you waiting, listeners. It's time for On the Banks of the Mercule. As usual, your host for this evening is myself, Edwin of the Eaton News Agency. This is a show about finding folks who are the talk of the town and asking them all kinds of questions. I must say, I'm deeply grateful for all the love our niche little concept has received. I'll be counting on your support going forward, everyone. Let's aim for primetime spot. Now, without further ado, it's time to call in today's guest.
Good evening, everyone. My online handle is Kitty. I never thought I would get to guest on a show like this, but I'm looking forward to our time together.
The pleasure is all mine. You know, I never thought you would agree to guest on the show. I'm sure everyone listening who's familiar with the net will have heard about you at some time or another. There's been whispers about the mysterious and beautiful girl who helped solve the problems popping up across the Republic behind the scenes. Theories suggested she was connected to the legendary hacker known only as Kitty. This might sound funny, considering I invited you onto the show, but do you really exist? This is actually my first time officially appearing as Kitty. Normally, I'm just a member of the student council at a local high school in the capital. That said, I'm originally from Liberal, and I'll be heading home shortly as my studies abroad come to an end. Oh, fascinating! If it's alright with you, I'd like to chat with you all sorts of things while we have you. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to it. So to start, I heard you've served as president of your student council for an entire year here. It's rather uncommon for a student from abroad to be elected as president, isn't it? To be honest, I was actually planning to keep my head down while I was here. I suppose you could say I couldn't help myself, but after all was said and done, I found being a part of the student council to be a cozy experience. Though there was never a dull day, and I found myself wrapped up in all manners of incidents, including my first task as president. I looked into that first task, actually. Apparently, a certain senator's son ended up dropping out of school around the time you were originally elected to your position. Also, if we're talking about all this, doesn't this just trace it back to being Ren? Said senator was also arrested around that time when his corruption came to light. Is it too much to think the two things were connected? Oh my, you've certainly done your homework, Edwin. As for my answer, no comment. I'll leave the truth to your listeners' imaginations. That's a reference to the first time we saw her in Daybreak back in Trails into Reverie. We saw a little thing on that. Then you did design that famous informational portal on the web. Yes, though it is mostly managed by a hollow AI. It's designed to do calculations based on information taken from various participating sites. Huh. Can't say I understand the details, but it sounds pretty complex. Did your doctoral thesis factor into this design as well? I write those just to kill time when I was a child. I was able to apply some of those theories, so I suppose they didn't go to waste. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to teach you about a little trick you can do on the site. If you click the kitten at the top of the screen over 10 times at a certain speed... My word! It plays a collection of cute cat sounds I recorded in the capital. Please feel free to give it a try when you need something to soothe your mind. Did you want to ask me about my life before I came here? Well, I've traveled to all sorts of countries. The Burl, Crossbell, and even the Empire. A real globetrotter. In that case, is there any particular country you hold close to your heart? That is quite the difficult question. Considering my friends and family live in Liberl, that would be a no-brainer. But I could say that Crossbell is where my heart lies. I also made many friends when visiting the Empire before the war. Wow, the more answers you give me, the more questions I want to ask. You're quite worldly, despite your young age. Well, I definitely have lived a lot of experiences. Part of that is due to my prior job, you see. Oh, now I would love to hear all about that. What kind of work did you do? Let's see. Hacking, infiltration, professional elimination. I'm sorry, but could you cut that? Now then, we've heard all kinds of fascinating things from our guest, but we're almost out of time. Kitty, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience today? I had a wonderful time, and I've come to realize something after being given this opportunity to reflect on myself. I truly have been blessed with the many encounters and relationships I've developed over the last few years. Those who pulled me out of the darkness. That is a crazy, crazy screenshot from Trails in the Sky 2. And that's from Trails in the Sky 2 as well. Is either 2 or the Crossbell arc. Those who reached out to me from the light. Super spoilers for Trails in the Sky right there, by the way. Those who took me in when I wandered aimlessly, unsure of what to do. And yes, those who watch over me even after we parted ways. It's been all because of those people who were there for me that I am here now. Which is why I plan to treasure every one of those bonds. I'm a combination of both the good and painful things I've experienced. And I want to do everything I can to pay forward all the help I've been given. I want to be the one to extend my hand to someone in need. So to those of you struggling in the darkness, I know there is someone nearby who is ready to reach out to you. I can only hope that everyone listening will treasure each of their relationships. Thank you very much. And that was our guest for today, Kitty. I'll see you all next time. I love Ren. She has such a good character arc throughout all the games. Maybe the best character arc that just like started all the way back in the second game and is still going on to this game. It's just such a good story. Thank goodness things turned out okay. You had me scared stiff. Hard to believe you managed to talk around some of the shady stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, I just feel like perhaps I got a tad too excited and said more than I should have. It'll really be broadcast on air, huh? Be one thing if you were the only one listening to it. Who'd have thought you'd get all bashful over something like this? I guess even given everything you've been through, you're still just an 18-year-old girl. But you probably don't need to worry too much. It's not like the guy's gonna reveal your true name. Perhaps, but the people who know me are going to recognize who Kitty is. I suppose the silver lining is that it's only a local radio show in the Republic. To be honest, I'd like it if everyone you've ever met could listen to the show. Bet the folks inside you are real proud. I haven't been able to sense them since Nemeth Island. I'm certain they're finally at ease and with the goddess now. You know, I tried to look away from my past because I was afraid of getting hurt. But I finally faced it head on and overcame it. Those scars are something I'm proud of now. They're my scars, and they're part of what makes me, me. You've sure toughened up. Especially if you can say stuff like that when you've got the deepest scars of all.
It's because of you, Van.
Oh, it's not. Don't give him that much credit, Ren. Holy.
You were there for me when I was just a stray kitty.
So is everyone else in every other game.
And even now, you're still by my side. You're the one who helped me get over my past.
Come on now. Don't you think you're giving me way too much credit? What about everyone else who... That's what I'm saying.
You help more people than you think. People who wouldn't have found themselves without you to take them by the hand and show them the way. If you ask me, you need to be a little more aware of the impact your words and deeds have had on people.
All right. I'll just shut up and take the thanks then.
You're finally learning. You know, you've grown a little since then, too.
Jeez, you remember that tiny conversation? You're really becoming one formidable young woman, you know that?
Oh, speaking of thanking people, I suppose I should be grateful to Harwood as well. He might have given us the runaround, but it's a fact that what happened at Nemeth Island is what let me find closure.
Nah, you don't owe him one iota of gratitude, and you basically told him as much at the time. So stick to your guns. Hell, I'm gonna have to settle the score with him, and when that time comes, I'll be needing your help.
Of course. If we include handling Harwood, then I suspect we'll be working together for some time yet. That should give me plenty of time to pay you back. For now, I'll keep counting on you, Van.
Yeah, come on. Van doesn't deserve that much credit. You should see all the people who have helped her in every game. She's been in 2, 4, 6, 7, at a minimum of 8 games. I think maybe even 9. And in every single one of those games, she had so much help from so many people, even when she didn't want it. But I guess Van will take the compliment. But with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. In the next episode, it's time to try to finish up Van's route number 4. I will see you guys then.